Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. We've got two John Deere Z930M mowers and we thought we'd check them out. So this John Deere Z930M mower was made in 2015 and this mower was made in 17. So they're close to, well, one is 10 years old, the other's close, but one of these has the Z-Glide front suspension, and it also has the Tweels on it. And I see a lot of conversations online about whether Tweels are worth it, and honestly I think they are, just from the flat standpoint. Tweels won't go flat. But then also the Z-Glide, not talked about as much, but since I've got both these mowers here, we thought we'd do a little review with them and compare the two of them side by side along with the cut. So to start with, these both have the same adjustable weight seat on them as well. And to get a fair test on the pounds, let's go ahead and dial this up to the 200-pound mark. There's 200 on that one. And we'll go to 200 on this one. All right, with everything else being the same, let's check them out. Okay, and both these mowers have the mulch on demand deck on them. And we'll leave them in mulching mode, and we'll set them at 4 inches, which is what this one's set to. This 930M still has the grass deflector on it, but it has the mulch on demand deck, and we've got it in mulch. And we've also got the cut set at 4.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being like the best ride you've ever had on a lawnmower and 1 being, oh God, this is gonna be a bad day, could you score this one based on your experiences?
All right. You know, a lot of times when I've used this mower, I didn't even realize that the suspension was doing anything. This ground's rough enough that I felt not only the suspension seat, but the front suspension, I felt it working. The Tweels, I can't really tell that they're doing anything different than anything else. But I'd say, you know, it's a fairly comfortable lawnmower. Lawnmowers aren't the, you know, the lazy boy of implements, but I'd say I'd give it a 7 solidly.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, now we're on the one with regular tires. So on a scale of 1 to 10, compared to just your basic experience of all the lawnmowers in your life, where would you put this one?
Okay, well, I think I want to re-diagnose my number over here.
Okay.
And go more like a 8 to a 9. Well, this one's a solid 2. I'll tell you what, when I first hit the rough section here, I almost lost control of this thing, and I had my foot underneath the pedal here, and the deck slammed up and down so much it pinched my foot underneath that, which I guess, you know, don't put your foot under there. But I was shocked at how much rougher this mower is than that. This one has the suspension seat, the same seat that one does. But I'll tell you what, you really miss the Tweels and the Z-Glide. That stuff, the total price on that compared to this mower, that mower was $1,500 more, and it was about $1,000 for the Tweels, and it was about $500 for the Z-Glide. That's money well spent.
Just an observation from the camera person. That one bounces a lot more and sounds like it's hitting a lot harder than the other one. Out of me. Yeah. I was quite shocked at how loud it was bouncing across there.
Yeah, and this one's got a lot more hours. You know, this one's got 415. That mower's got like 100 hours on it. And, you know, but this mower's not worn out. That's just how, you know, a solid frame, solid wheels versus the suspension is. So, but I tell you what, I think if they had the exact same hours on it, I think that one would be probably a lot less beat up just because of the suspension. Okay, so the two passes on the right, were with the non-suspended 930, and the 2 passes on the left were with the suspension one. And I'll tell you what, I don't see any place where the suspension threw off the cut. And that's what a lot of people worry about and don't want suspension on a lawnmower, is that as that thing goes up and down, it's going to change the height of your deck. But honestly, the other one, it just bounces. So I think the rougher the ground, you know, I think it would throw the deck off the same amount regardless which mower you had. And I honestly don't think that amount is going to be enough to worry about, because you've got, you know, the deck is 60 inches wide, but it's also about 30 inches deep. So, you know, if you bounce right here in this 1 inch, you know, as the mower moves along, instead of cutting it with the front of the blades, maybe it's going to cut it with the back. But I think you're still going to cover and cut all of that grass, even as either the suspension works up and down, or the tractor just bounces, or the mower just bounces. Your miles may vary. Give us a like if you like this content. This hill is very steep, and so this lawnmower wants to slide a little bit. Now the tires don't have as much contact patch as what the Tweels do. Now the catch-22 to that is, although the Tweels have better traction, they also will tear up a whole lot more grass if you end up spinning or sliding that Tweel. So you just have to kind of get used to driving them, but the Tweels are nice, that's for sure. Well, running these back to back, the one with the Z-Glide suspension and the Tweels, the benefits of it on the Tweels, number one, is that you will never have a flat tire. This mower's already had one flat tire, and we got it fixed. But in a commercial setting, if you miss half a day of mowing to fix a tire, you're hurting. So that's the benefit, the number one benefit of the Tweels. Secondly, with the Z-Glide suspension paired with the Tweels, they definitely have more shock absorption going on, and that's a good thing the older you get with your back. Would I recommend the Tweels? You bet I would. Is the Z-Glide just a gimmick? I don't think so. I'd say it's worth that all day long. 0 flats? Gotta love that.